So I looked around to get the best guess, was we always do on the No Spin News, who really knows what's happening in the world of terrorism and things like that. So the man's name is Ambassador Robert O'Brien. You may know him. I've seen him on other programs. He was a former national security advisor to Donald Trump, 2019 to 21. Before that, special presidential envoy for hostage affairs. And Ambassador O'Brien really helped us with Killing the Killers, which I think is the best book on terrorism. I see, I'm bragging here, Killing Jesus, best book on jet. But if you really want to know about terrorism in a modern world, Killing the Killers book for you. Anyway, the ambassador joins us now from Salt Lake City. So number one, how did the Trump administration, when you were inside it as the national security advisor, keep a lid on Hamas Israel? How did you guys do that?
So, Bill, it's a great question, and it goes back to Ronald Reagan. It's called peace through strength. When you're strong and your adversaries know that you're going to stand by your allies and that you're going to be tough, the world is a more peaceful place. Our allies are safer and America is safer. And that's true for Ukraine. It's true for Taiwan. It's true for Israel. We've got three great adversaries: Russia, which is, since the Trump administration has invaded Ukraine; Iran, which has essentially invaded Israel through Hamas, its cat's paw; and now we're waiting for the other shoe to drop with what's going to happen with Xi Jinping and China and Taiwan. So, unfortunately, weakness is provocative, and it begets uncertainty, and our adversaries attempt to take advantage of it. And when we were strong, this didn't happen. When we were weak or appeared to be weak, it does happen, and that's a concern.
Give the audience an example of strength. I mean, you're obviously saying that Biden is a weak president and the villains are taking advantage of that weakness. But give me an example, a specific example of Hamas Israel and what the Trump administration did to forestall military action.
Yeah, so another great question, Bill. So I'd like to take a look at the Abraham Accords. When we brought peace to the Middle East, we brought peace to Israel and Bahrain and Morocco and Sudan. And the way we got there is we recognized Israel's right to have a capital in Jerusalem. We moved the embassy to Jerusalem. And you'll remember people said, you can't do that. The Arab street's going to go nuts. There'll be a war. But we moved the embassy and we said, this is where we're planting our flag. We've recognized Israeli sovereignty over the Golan Heights. And that again sent a message that we're standing by our allies in Israel. For the UAE, we put maximum pressure on Iran. And we almost eliminated their foreign currency reserves when we left office. They had $4 billion in foreign currency reserves because we enforced the sanctions against them. Today, they have $70 billion. They're a rich country. And what have they done with that money? With either the oil sales, the hostage ransom, the $6 billion hostage ransom? They've used it to support Hamas and Hezbollah and their other Kataib Hezbollah in Iraq, the Houthis in Yemen. And so we starved Iran. We gave the UAE the weapons it needed, the Patriot missiles. We took care of Israel. And so our Arab allies realized America was there, we were strong, and this sort of thing wouldn't have happened.
Now, you were the top hostage guys, and Hamas is holding, a considerable number of hostages now. Is there any way that you would see that the Biden administration could do more than it's doing now to try to get those people out? Are they missing something?
Look, I know some of the things that are going on, and so I don't want to interfere with any negotiations they've got going, but I think they are doing the right thing with Qatar. Qatar's been an ally. I know people have been upset with Qatar because some of the Hamas leadership is there, but Qatar is working to try and get the American hostages out with the Biden administration. What I've said before is that we needed to forward deploy our Delta forces and our Navy SEAL teams into the Sinai on the south side of the Gaza Strip, in Egypt, and into Israel, so that when Israel goes into Gaza City and opportunities arise to rescue a hostage or two or four or five, keep in mind they'll probably be dispersed and be in the tunnels. But we need to have our guys there, our hostage rescue specialists there to help the Israelis, because they're going to be outmanned and there's so many hostages that they're not going to have enough special forces to get them all. So I think our folks need to be on the ground, our specialists, to retrieve those hostages when the opportunity arises.
Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.